So hi, it's Lara, and first of all, I want to apologize for not uploading regularly. I actually pre-filmed 2 videos exactly for that reason, because I knew I would be studying like for 3 weeks, and I didn't get the chance to edit them because in the evenings I'm just so tired because studying is so draining and I just want to sit there and do nothing. So I'm really sorry, but I'm filming this video now to make up for it, and you will get new videos soon because my last exam is on the 20th. So I'm free after that one. So yeah, that doesn't really matter. But today I actually wanted to do my first story time video. I don't know why I haven't done one before. I actually like telling stories, and I like to think of myself as a pretty good storyteller, even if I'm not. You can tell me after watching this video, so yeah. And it's actually the story about the time, well, it wasn't that long ago, but it was about this guy who actually followed me home. He actually almost chased me home. It's more like he almost chased me home. It wasn't like a high-speed chase, but at one point he was running. So it's actually a few weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, and I just came home from work. I work in a different city than I live, so yeah, it takes me a long time to get home, and I was just waiting at the bus stop, and I can take 2 buses to get home. One drops me off right in front of my door, so yeah, it's really convenient, but I think I would have waited for that bus for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and I didn't want to, so I took the other bus. So when I take the other bus, I have to walk maybe like 5 minutes. I don't know exactly, maybe more, but yeah. It's not that far, but the other one is much more convenient. So I took the bus where I had to walk, and I just sat down. I was really tired, and I just looked around, and I noticed this guy staring at me. I didn't look at him too closely, he was staring at me. Yeah, nothing too special. I thought I looked tired, maybe he thought I looked tired too. When the bus got to my bus stop, I got off, of course, and the guy got off too. I kind of thought it was weird because his friend went on, but yeah, it could be. He lives there and his friend lives somewhere else. I don't know. But it was pretty late. It was about midnight, I think. So not a lot of people are walking around. So I had to cross the street to get home. I did. And he crossed the street too. So I didn't think anything of it because, yeah, he could cross the street. He maybe has the same way as me or like a similar way because there are a lot of people living in that area, so I don't know. But then I had to turn right on the street that leads up to where I live, and I turned on that street and I kept walking, and I noticed he was taking the same street. So then I kind of started to worry because I thought it was weird that he had the exact same way, but there are still houses next to me. So on one side there is actually a park, and on the other side are houses with a lot of apartments in them. So yeah, he could have lived there. But as I kept walking, I still heard him behind me, and I just got my phone out of my purse because I thought it would be better if something happened, I just could call my mom because she lives really close to where I live. So that would have been an option. And I walk really fast as it is, but when I heard him behind me, I walked faster. So I was probably walking really fast. And I heard him whistling behind me, but I didn't turn around because why would I? This random guy is following me. I'm not going to turn around and talk to him. So he actually started running, and he ran up to me. At first I didn't really notice, so maybe I would have run too if I heard him running, but then he was next to me and he started talking. And he actually spoke English. I don't speak English where I live, I speak German, so it was kind of weird. And yeah, but his English was really good, so I don't know where he was from, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. He just said, "Oh, I'm really out of breath because I had to run up to you." And I was like, I was kind of running away from you or getting away from you, so why do you think I care? I didn't say anything, but he asked me where I lived. He just said he wanted to know where I lived, and I was like, why do you want to know that? And he said he just wanted to know. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you where I live. So he kept on following me and kept asking me where I lived, and I just told him, please, I'm tired, leave me alone, please just go away. But he didn't. So he kept on walking next to me, and I still had my phone in my hand. So then there came the point where I had to choose which way I would go, either through the really dark, like, entryway to the door of my apartment building, or like around the apartment building, which would have probably been better, but I chose the dark way. But fortunately, he then decided to not follow me in. But yeah, I was still really afraid. I had my key in my hands. I prepared it like way before. And then I put the key in the keyhole and it was the wrong key. I have 2 keys. One of them is to my apartment and one of them is to the door downstairs. So yeah, of course that happens at that moment. But I got in, he didn't follow me, but then I thought maybe he wanted to look where the light turned on because it was really dark, and then he would know at what exact apartment I lived. Just thought you shouldn't think at that moment, but I did, and I just ran up the stairs into my apartment, closed the door, locked it, and then I started shaking really badly because I was like, all the tension like fell away, and I was afraid. And I was just glad that I was home, but in hindsight, I think I would have done things differently if my mind would have been clear, because walking through that dark entryway where who knows what could happen wasn't probably the smartest idea. I should have walked to my mom because she lives really close, and she actually told me after I told her the story I should have done that, but I didn't. And I'm okay, I'm still alive, but if something like this ever happens to you, don't go into a dark entryway. Just go call someone or go to someone else's home, because now he actually knows where I live. Maybe 1 week later, someone rang my doorbell in the middle of the night, and of course I was asleep, and I woke up, and my doorbell is really obnoxious and it's really loud, so of course I woke up. So I was just lying in my bed and thinking, what is going on? Who rang my doorbell? And if it was a person that I knew, they could have texted me or called me or something, then maybe I would have woken up. But someone just ringing my doorbell in the middle of the night is just weird. And of course I didn't get up. I didn't even look through my peephole because I was just too afraid that the person that was ringing doorbell would notice that I was home and would try something. I don't know, but that incident with that guy following me it just really messed me up. I'm kind of afraid now to walk the way home I did that night, and I don't really take that bus anymore because I would just rather wait for the bus that drops me off right in front of my door because But there's just weird people in the world, but I'm really lucky that he didn't do anything or didn't try anything. But I still got scared, and it wasn't a fun experience. So you're probably wondering, what is that on your hand, Lara? And if you're not, I'm gonna tell you anyway. So one of my best friends got married this weekend, and I actually went to her wedding, and she is Sri Lankan. Or Sri Lankan, I don't know how you say it, but it was really fun. I actually wore a sari, and I'm gonna insert some clips now of me trying to put on the sari. I actually wanted to do a whole video on it, but I didn't want to spoil the moment of me being at that wedding, so I didn't, but I got some footage of me trying on the sari. It's kind of hard to actually put it on, but if you do it multiple times, you actually get the hang of it and it gets easier. And I just think saris are so beautiful. It was just a really good day and my friend looked so beautiful, and yeah, it was just really interesting because it's so different to like Western weddings, because everyone, first of all, looks so different, and like the process of it is really different because it's not like everyone has to sit still and like watch the bride and groom, but it is more like an open thing and they are on a stage and they just do their ceremonies. I didn't get them completely, but it was nice to watch, so. Well, you probably didn't want to know that, but I wanted to tell you anyway because it was a fun day and I wanted to share that with you. So, I'm at the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed this story time. And if you want to see more Storytime videos, please tell me and let me know in the comments. So, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And yeah, and maybe subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So bye!